Okay, my friends, here it is. The Monday morning Thrive stream at the Thrive Like a Viking headquarters. So we got this sun coming right in. Sorry, it's might be a little bit blinding, but we're in the perfect position for the sun coming in. So, guys, let us know where you're viewing from and what do you want to talk about today. Now, I've seen some good things here in the chat, so we definitely can touch on several different things. Didn't have a topic in mind today, but you know, a lot of times that is useful. Now, let's do the sound check real quick. Sunshine. What did I say? What did I say, guys? Good to see you here. Okay, we're going to go through and read some of these here, see what people are wanting to talk about today. B. Hendricks says, since the hurricane is coming, how to mentally prepare for imminent danger. Ooh, yeah, that's not a bad one at all, especially because we had a visit from Jenny, who lives in Asheville, in the mountains outside of there. And Saturday night, they came in the van and spent the night, and it was amazing. We got to talk about all kinds of stuff. She got to tell us about really what is actually happening there. It's pretty wild. So yes, we can discuss that a little bit. Definitely how to mentally prepare for imminent danger. I like that. I like that topic. Ooh, wow, that's a good one. How not to despise evil people that intentionally do harm to life. Yes, yes. Maybe we'll go down the list and just briefly touch on some of these. Definitely. Part 2 of what happens after we die? Yes, that will be coming eventually. But let us just sit with the part 1, level 1. Let us just sit with level 1 for a while and really try to feel that. If you didn't see last week's broadcast, I highly recommend going back and watching that one. And especially the part where we read the story. Give it your undivided attention. Very important. All right. And listen to that and feel it. And then when you go out into your day-to-day life throughout the week, see that truth. See if you can feel that as being true. You know how something feels right or doesn't? When you go out after understanding this and sitting with that for a while, when you go out, feel if that feels right to you, if it feels like the truth. Yes? Ask yourself that. Let's see. Graham Divine, good to see you here, says, what about having a bit of a laugh at what's going on around the world in people's everyday lives around them? I think most folk could do with a giggle these crazy times. That's for real. Definitely. Laughter is always, laughter's the best medicine, but it's true. I mean, literally, endorphins and all kinds of feel-good chemicals and hormones, and it just feels good to laugh about things. Now, being a social media person, you kind of have to be careful what you laugh at these days, In my personal life, my day-to-day life, we can kind of talk about whatever. But on a social media thing, you got to a little bit, that's the world that we live in now. You have to self-censor a little bit. Other people are censoring other people about, they might not find that so funny, certain things. But yeah, what do we think? I mean, I'm always about seeing the comedy in it. Okay, good guys. You're seeing sunshine. Thank you, Pam. Good, got it. Yes, Pop Herm doing the viewing from south of Richmond, Virginia Beach, Outer Banks, imminent. Nice. Doing a bicycle trip. Pop Herm's doing a bicycle trip from Pennsylvania to Florida. Yes. Yes, absolutely. So ooh, yeah, Val, I like that. I should have asked if it's okay to despise evil people. Can't help that I do, but wonder how healthy it is. Right. Oh, that will be its own topic, but I want to formulate that a little bit more in depth. That can definitely be its own topic. Let me take a screenshot of that actually, so that I can remember that. All right. Let's see here. Jerry says the concepts of helping your neighbors by staying fit enough to walk a mile and caddy things around. I never thought of fitness as a gift to the community, but I think that is your main message. Ooh, I like it. I like it. Yes. We will talk about all these kind of things here. Okay. So many good topics. Thank you guys. Let us get the mind right. Let us just first drop into the meditative state of mind. Okay. Because this is what we're doing. Remember, all of this is a reconditioning of the nervous system. It all has to do with the nervous system. And the nervous system is responsible for so many things that you're not even aware of. Yes, your conscious things, but also unconscious things that are happening right now. The tenseness in the body, the fight or flight response, the shallowness or the deepness of breathing, the digestion of your food. It's all happening. All these processes are happening regulated by the nervous system. But the thing is that the nervous system is malleable. It is plastic in the sense that we can shape it. We can mold the nervous system. It's actually quite easy to recondition the nervous system. And this is what it's all about. All right. So when we drop into the meditation, we want to all together, let us take 3 deep conscious breaths, breathing fully in. Hold. Let it go. Again, breathing fully in, deeply as you can. Hold. And let it go. Last one. Fill the lungs. Hold. Hold. And let it go. Now allow the body to breathe however it wants to breathe. Immediately relax the entire body. The spine is straight. The body is alert, but relaxed. Relax the face muscles and the neck and the jaw. Consciously relax. With each exhalation, sink deeper and deeper into relaxation of the body. Relax the shoulders and the arms. On the next exhalation, relax the hands. With each exhalation, relax another part of the body. The legs and the knees. Until the entire body is relaxed. No tension. For there to be no tension in the body, you must inhabit the body. Now, what does that mean to inhabit the body? Go there with your attention. Energy flows where attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes. Realize this truth in the framework of your own experience. Feel the relaxation of the entire body as a unified energy field. Once you are in the body, it's incredibly powerful. Any outside disturbance just bounces off of you. You are full of energy and life and vitality. With each inhalation, you are drawing in the prana, the life force from the ether that surrounds you. With each exhalation, you are nourishing the vegetative life on this planet. Remember, the sum total of all things is zero. Whatever you temporarily borrow in the positive, you will give back in the negative. Feel the body, the unified energy field. For those of you that have been practicing for some time, you will be able to extend the awareness of this energy field beyond the confines of what appears to be the finite body. It's only an appearance. There is no solidity. That's the illusion. Everything is energy and nothing else. Pure energy. Waveform energy. Information energy. Being decoded. Just observe and feel. Allow the brain to decode the waveform energy into your experience. If distractions come into your awareness, pay them no mind. It's all part of it. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Dogs barking, cars going by, children hollering, it doesn't even matter. Remain steadfast. You are the ultimate observer. Notice how, as the mind has become calm, you have inhabited the body with your awareness. Energy flows where attention goes. Energy flows where attention goes. Inhabit the body with a smile. Smile. An inner smile. Inhabit your body with kindness and compassion and patience. Be patient with yourself. There is nothing to gain. There is nothing to lose. Period. It's all learning. Together, let us take a few deep conscious breaths, breathing fully in. Hold. Let it go. Again, fill the lungs. Hold. Let it go. Last one. Breathe deeply as you can. Hold. Hold. Let it go. Okay, as you come out of the meditation, realize that your awareness doesn't actually go anywhere. The inhabitation of the body only appears to leave because your attention is elsewhere. Everything you just felt, the sense of peace and stillness and the quietness within, all of that doesn't come from anywhere else. Nothing enters the body. Nothing is coming from an outside source. It's all here right now. As you deepen your meditation practice, it comes to be your direct experience that there is no such thing as an external world that is separate from an internal world. At first, that doesn't make any sense. I know that. For years, that didn't make any sense. But then there will come a time when you have an experience where it does suddenly make sense. And it makes perfect sense. And these are all side effects of the meditations. These are all side effects of the practices. So just remember to be patient with yourself, because what you practice, you become good at. And so if you are practicing a particular type of meditation, for example, the breathing, where we are focusing only on the sensation of air as it flows in and out of the body. Now, that's wonderful. We do that all the time. But if you're holding on really tightly to that practice, I need to be able to focus. Gosh, today I can only go 2 breaths before my mind is somewhere else. Last week I could go 10. Now I'm not progressing. If that's what you're doing in your mind, then you're conditioning your nervous system to be disappointed. You're conditioning your nervous system to be agitated, more agitated. This can happen with a lot of meditation practitioners, where they can become more agitated if they practice incorrectly. The foundational key is that you are patient with yourself. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter how many breaths you can go, where your mind is. Ultimately, there will come a time you will come to the realization that you've always been free, absolutely and eternally free. The ultimate freedom has always already been yours. So, let us go back and talk about a few of these things here, okay? So, I like Jerry's question. It's the first one I came to. The concept of helping your neighbor by staying fit enough to walk a mile and carry things around, or caddy things around. I never thought of fitness as a gift to the community, but I think that is your main message. It is. It's one of the main messages. Absolutely. Okay. And this goes hand in hand with this question here from Dav. How to fight a hurricane like a Viking. Or wait, no, maybe that wasn't the one. Although that's, that actually, it does go hand in hand. Yes. There was another question about the hurricane, but I can't see it now. But anyways, so to the fitness is one of the best things that we can do for the community. If you want to be prepared, and everyone wants to talk about, having so many preps and having things that they're prepared for, yet they're in failing health. Okay, I know so many preppers that are prepared. They've got guns and ammo, stacked to the ceiling. They've got gold and silver. They've got all these different kind of financial diversifications. They've got this and they've got that. Yet they could hardly walk up the stairs. I mean, that might be an exaggeration, but there's no way that they could be carrying any of that. There's no way. I mean, they labor because they've been smoking their whole life. Or they've been eating McDonald's and Papa John's pizza, and they drinking soda pop and all these unhealthy practices. And so I'm like, man, you're not going to be much good. All your preps and all your stuff, if something happens, you need to be resilient. You need to be able to use all of these things. And so Jenny, most of you know Jenny, she came Saturday night, and they came in just for like 2 days, and her boyfriend came from the mountains and in North Carolina, Asheville. I mean, she was right in the thick of it. And so we had dinner at my brother's house, a bunch of us, because we wanted to get the lowdown. We wanted to get the story directly from the source, and it's really as bad as people are saying. I mean, it really is that bad. Just total devastation. Whole communities wiped off the side of the mountains. Just landslides, wham, just wiped away. These $1 million homes and everything, just wham, wiped away, just like that. All the things that they had inside, bam, just like that. And they've never experienced a storm like this. So it's not like you live in Florida or you live in Louisiana, so you're used to preparing for hurricanes or something. Or if you live in the north, you're used to preparing for snow. But you remember that time a couple years ago when it snowed like 1 inch in Texas and the whole place just shut down and lost their mind, and a bunch of the power grid went down and all that stuff because it was like an inch or two of snow. Something we would just laugh at up here, but it's because they're not prepared for that. They're not used to that. And so therefore it was like devastating to them. Similar with this hurricane, they're not prepared for that kind of stuff. They don't experience that kind of stuff. So it was devastating for them. Now, immediately, the moment you guys know the saying, the healthy man has many dreams. The sick man has only one dream. Yes? Do you understand? The healthy man has many dreams. The sick man has but one dream, and that is to not be sick. He has one desire, that is to be healthy. The health, guys, if you don't have the health, what do you have? Even if it's not for yourself, if it's for your community, if you're not healthy physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, then what good really can you be? Now, you might have a physical limitation, okay? Perfectly understandable. I mean, look at that. That's right. You might have a physical limitation, okay? You can still be fit. You can still be emotionally and spiritually and mentally fit, okay? Even if you're in a wheelchair, that doesn't matter so much in the way of what I'm talking about. You can still be a source of wisdom and of strength, mental and spiritual strength. You understand? No matter what the circumstance is, you can display these qualities of strength. So, Jerry Bates says, being able to walk a mile and carry things around. Never thought of fitness as a gift to the community, but it's the main message. It really is. And how do we do that? We do that with the practices, guys. A lot of people that have had, that are awake, which is not really many, in my opinion. There is, some handfuls of truly awake people that I see like through YouTube and stuff like that. But they focus entirely on the spiritual message, which is of utmost importance, of course. But at the same time, I feel that it's very important to focus on the total package as far as You also have to live in this world. And so, how do you move through this world in a way that is benefiting everyone, yourself, but everyone who actually, as we understood last week, isn't everyone? It's just different incarnations of you. Yes. And so, you want nothing but the best for every person. You want to help them. So, that's all that you care about. I mean, how could you care about anything else? Nothing else really matters. So, with that in mind, we have it's like a responsibility, to stay fit, guys. And I can't recommend highly enough the kettlebells. I'm not going to go into it right now, but the kettlebells, guys, is the greatest thing that you can do for overall health and fitness. Just get you one. All right, start real light, and begin the training. Okay, I've got a bunch of them, and I train with them all the time. It makes a rock hard physique, and it makes strong joints. You're just all around battle ready. Okay, for just anything, for life, and you just feel good. It's not like you're training for an event. You're just training to overall feel amazing and capable. This is important. Now, get you a kettlebell, and until I can make because I've been diving deep this past 2 years, but into kettlebells, and until I can formulate, distill all of this knowledge and stuff, I recommend you guys get this book, Into the Kettlebell by Pavel. All right, Pavel Tsatsouline, the original Russian kettlebell. The godfather of kettlebells, brought them from Russia. He used to train elite special forces and things, and elite athletes in the Soviet Union. And so now he is writing books and things. But this is from like the year 2000 or 1999. So they're a little bit expensive because they're out of print, but it's the best, man. The Russians don't mess around as far as they don't cater to little emotional things. I mean, they're just about what works and discard the rest. So it's really to the point. I like Russian systems in many different things. So to the point, okay? I recommend you guys get this if you need it, and follow it, okay? Learn from it. Now, if you're the ladies, I recommend getting this one, From Russia with Tough Love by Pavel. Now, again, these are kind of out of print, so they're difficult. They're kind of expensive, but it doesn't matter. It's worth every penny. It shows you everything that you need as a lady, and it can help you with the selection of the kettlebells. Okay, can't recommend it highly enough, guys. I mean, look, just this right here. Okay, this is a sign from the universe. You've been given the tools. Okay, here are the tools. Get a kettlebell. Get one of these 2 books. This one for the ladies. This one for the guys, and start training with them. Okay. And then that's the number one way to overall health. That way, when the hurricane comes, you can carry things. You can do all sorts of things that you need to do. When I was in my late teens, early 20s, before I left for traveling, I was deeply into bodybuilding. I was in the gym every day. I was personal training, bodybuilders and stuff. Really all about the science of it and all about the techniques and taking all kinds of gnarly stuff to build muscle, that I would never even consider taking now. But then it was a goal, and so, like I said, I had lots of bodybuilder friends, and these guys, 240 pounds, real low body fat and everything, looking huge. And it's like, hey, can you come help me move? I got to haul this chair up 3 flights of stairs. Totally gassed. I mean, really almost useless as far as actually lifting heavy stuff for a prolonged period of time, or actually like, hey, can you help me build these garden beds and shovel a bunch of soil into the garden beds? And they're just totally gassed. Just it's not usable muscle. It's not a usable physique, and so you need something to prepare for things like the hurricanes or for whatever life throws at you. You got to have that well-rounded physique. Okay. So Freebird, yes, says, I've been planning to start the Master Cleanse tomorrow. This is exactly what I needed to hear. Thank you. Absolutely, my friend. So that's really good. Yeah, see, thumbs up. Yeah, look, double thumbs up. That must be what did the fireworks. All right. See, you got fireworks, my friend. So that's good. So guys, if you are feeling called, here's another thing for preparedness. All right. Um, there's nothing else that I can't overstate. I mean, I shouldn't have to, and I know I don't, but have to sell the concept of health being the most important thing that you can be doing, right? I mean, we all understand why that's the most important thing. So if you're being called to do something like the master cleanse, if you feel a bit toxic, or if something is telling you, hey, you need to cleanse, you need to detox, you need to cleanse out, even if you're not living a really toxic life, still you can have a sluggish colon, a sluggish digestive system. All right. It's of utmost importance. You are super regular in the colon with your eliminations. Of utmost importance. You got to be getting that stuff out of the body. So if you're not accustomed to cleansing, or if your diet's been less than ideal, then the master cleanse is a wonderful technique to cleanse out everything. Above all else, it is a dramatic colon cleanse. Also for the lymph system, the mucous membranes and all that stuff, putting plenty of that cayenne pepper in there, because of course, you know what happens when you eat something really spicy, real spicy, and your nose is running, your eyes are kind of watering, your ears are kind of ringing. Well, it's because it stimulates the mucal membranes and the lymph system. And so it will do that internally as well. And you will be, so it helps to keep things moving along. All right. And so then you can start implementing living a lifestyle, diet wise and everything wise, that you don't need to detox from. You don't feel the need, because it used to be, hey, we'll detox to retox. We had a saying, detox to retox. No, we don't do that anymore. We don't live that kind of pendulum life anymore, because that's not where longevity and health and overall functionality and peace, and that's not where that resides, in the pendulum lifestyle of one extreme to the other, doing the master cleanse and then going off and then eating pizza and drinking beer and all this kind, and then coming back on and then having a relapse and swinging on the pendulum. We don't do that anymore. Okay, we don't need to, because we found the center, and so that's where we want to reside. So once you get to that point, which you will, of course, then you will live in such a way that you don't need to do detoxes, and your body is just always functioning wonderfully. Yeah. Nice, Spinster Mountain. That's what we like to see right there. Just order the Pavel Tough Love book for the ladies. You can save money by buying it used. There is still a couple left, I think. Nice. That's what we like to see. Proactive, guys. This is the stuff we talk about here is for people that want it. Okay. I'm not forcing anything upon you. Nobody's forcing anything, but if you want it, it's here. The knowledge is here. Then you take it and you go and do it. You experiment with it. Okay. So, I mean, I've been through it over the years, and so I know super high quality system when I see it. And this is it for the ladies, and this is it for the men. Okay. I know a super high quality system when I see it. And this is definitely it. So, and like I said, after I become really proficient with all this kind of stuff, I'll make a couple videos about it. But again, it's not me coming up with it. It's Pavel, he's an expert in that field. And so we will defer to him. It's kind of like the Wim Hof, when you find a true master, you just know it. When you find a true master, you just know it. It's like there's 1,000 breathwork coaches and all that kind of stuff. Nowadays, everybody wants to be a coach about something, but then you find Wim Hof, and you're like, okay, that's the real deal. A true master at his craft. So you take the Wim Hof course, you take the fundamentals course. Start with the Wim Hof 10-week fundamental course. Go to wimhof.com, take the fundamental course. Highly recommend it. Okay. We talk about breathing and stuff like that all the time, but you need that base of knowledge from the Wim Hof course. It can be life-changing if you do it. Okay. Now, likewise, Pavel is, I recognized immediately, there's a true master at his craft. And so therefore we're going to follow that. All right. Back in the day when I found Wim Hof, I took every single one of his courses. I've watched every interview of his. Oh, we're talking like 6-7 years ago when I got into the Wim Hof. And I was just obsessed with it. Took all the courses, took all the, watched every single interview, did every single practice possible, because when you find a master, you want to absorb that. And so, yes, wonderful. Glad that you did that. What you guys congratulating Sherry for? Let's see here. Yes, what are we congratulating Sherry for? Sherry, 8 days of zero alcohol. That's right, my friend. Very good. Very good. Yes. Now, the thing about that is that, I don't know your struggle with it. I mean, obviously, if you're counting the days, then you've had some kind of issue, it feels like that to you. Now, they say in the programs and stuff, well, we just can't stop. It's just so hard to stop. It's impossible to stop. When you're in it, it's impossible to stop. Now, in one level, that's true. But then when you get out of it, you understand actually all you have to do is stop. All you have to do to stop drinking is stop drinking. I know that sounds ridiculous, especially when you're in it. It doesn't feel that way. And your body's addicted to things and you've become psychologically, it's your crutch for everything. And you don't know how to relax without it. Without a drink. You don't know how to be social without drinks. You don't know how to look forward to the evening without drinks. I know that it sounds like you don't understand. You can't just stop. Oh, I understand. I understand deeply, very deeply. And so long as I was buying into that mentality, it's true. I couldn't stop, but once I switched that mentality, I said, you know what? In order to stop, all you got to do is stop. And not drink again. All you have to do is not do something. How much easier can it be? And once I became convinced of that reality, it was effortless. You just stop. And you never pick up another drink. I mean, why would you? You feel so good after a while. 8 days, you're still detoxifying from everything. Sherry made that comment at 11:11 a.m. So, all right. Congratulations, my friend. Definitely. Nima, okay, great question. Nate, how would you go about taking care of the cold flu? Okay, once we're already contract the flu or the cold, then we lay off the cold training. Okay, so we're not going into the ice bath if we got a cold or flu. So remember, guys, according to the Buddha and according to your own Buddha that you are, you can see this truth that there are 3 inevitables in life. Old age, sickness, and death. Okay? So you might as well make peace with them now. So everybody, no matter how good your immune system is, no matter how good your practices are, everybody eventually will get some kind of sickness. Okay? It's just part of life. That doesn't really matter. All right? The healthier that you get, the more you get cleansed, the more you get your thoughts in the right direction, you recover very fast. I mean, you really won't get sick much at all. And if you do, then you recover really fast. But even then, the healthiest people can get sick. It doesn't matter. So don't worry about it. But now, once you've contracted it, then the ideal thing is sauna. So if you guys, hopefully, if you've been watching this for a while, you've got some kind of sauna game going on. Now, your body is already trying to elevate, especially if you've got a fever. The natural intelligence knows we need to raise the temperature so that this organism can't survive here, the virus. And so it will give you the fever. And so you can help the fever along by going into a sauna safely, of course. Hopefully you've got, now the one, I remember like a month or two ago, I had like a head cold, like a congestion. Everybody else was getting real ill, like fever and everything like that. But it just hit me like a little bit of congestion for like a week. But I went in, as soon as I started feeling it, I went into the steam sauna, which is just, maybe I've still got links in the description, but it's just one of those covert, grow tents, a 3x3 by 6 feet tall grow tent with a chair inside, and it's got a boiler attached to it. Just a small little, it's like a kettle with a hose, and it just pumps boiling steam into there. And you sit inside of there, and I would put wintergreen and eucalyptus and peppermint oil, put a bunch of it on a rag and hang it up top, and then sit in there and just, whoa, man, the whole body's sweating. You're breathing in that eucalyptus, that wintergreen. You're breathing all that stuff in, and you're feeling good. I mean, crystal clear. It opens everything up, gets everything moving along. Yeah, so highly recommend that. Okay. Also, yes, taking things like, so Muddy Paws says Barbara O'Neill has a flu balm that helps. Honey, ginger, garlic, cayenne ferment. Yes, things like that can definitely help. Now, I found most of the homeopathic, most of the traditional things are preventative. So, let thy medicine be thy food and thy food be thy medicine. Yes, it's all about, like in Ayurveda, in the Indian ancient tradition of health, and in all the Eastern ancient traditions of health, it's all about prevention. So you live a lifestyle that really you don't get sick much. And if you do, like I said, you recover easily and generally quickly. So, one thing for sure that I do help. So definitely like the flu balm like this, Muddy Paw says, also oregano essential oil. Oregano essential oil, a good one, like from doTERRA or Young Living, or those are about the only two really good ones that I would ingest internally. Just make sure it's not like that cheap one from the gas station or something like that, because those can have all kinds of toxins in them. Cheap essential oils can be very toxic, because when you concentrate stuff, the toxins can also get concentrated. You have to get the good ones, the best of the best, doTERRA or Young Living brand. And take 1 to 2 drops of that oregano oil, like in a shot of water. Take that 2 or 3 times a day when you're sick, and it expedites. I mean, you feel that thing throughout the whole body. Whoa, just make sure you don't let it touch your lips, right? Because if it touches your lips, it burns like it's a bleach or something. I mean, so it's really just shoot it back like that. Also, you can take rosemary oil. I take a lot of essential oils, a lot of essential oils internally. So because it's the essence of the plant. And so those are a really good thing. Yeah. And then, of course, what Graham's saying here, we have to examine deeper our life. The flu is the body getting rid of toxins. When surrounded by toxic people, your body picks up on this and decides it needs to detox too. It's not a virus like we've been told. Now, I can't attest to that part of it, but I can attest to surrounding yourself with toxic people and toxic environments. You will become toxic yourself, especially if you're around what I like to call energetic vampires. So if you guys, know what I'm talking about. If you've got like energetic vampires in your life, people that just suck the energy out of you, the life force, just every time you're around, like they need all your life force, but yet they never really reciprocate anything, not financially or anything, but like energetically. You don't feel like refreshed and revitalized ever when you hang out with the energetic vampire. You always feel drained, and you know what I'm talking about. There's people in your life that you feel that way, and you spend too much time around the energetic vampires and they zap the life force out of you. And so you'll be more prone to illness. Yes, it can also work this way. Even if you're doing all the practices, if you're emotionally getting drained and you're getting the life force zapped out of you, you're not going to have, you're going to be vulnerable. All right. So, oh yeah, Aaron Johnson, thyme is good for congestion. Definitely. I consider oregano and thyme very similar. Ms. T says oregano oil, thumbs up. Yes, I consider those very similar. But I'm telling you guys, if you get the good, strong stuff, don't get it on your lips or in your face or something, because it will burn. It's so strong. Yeah. So the Sam Potzik says, also looking into one of those sauna tents. Yeah, guys. So I wanted to remind you, we have sauna season coming up. Okay. So I just got an awesome load of bone dry hickory yesterday. So we got, and then we restacked a bunch of the wood. We got nice amount of good split hickory. And if you know about burning wood, you know hickory burns like it's an inferno, like a blast furnace, and it smells so good. So if you have the means, okay, meaning the money, then I highly recommend that you get a sauna tent. Okay. Now I've been promoting the Overland sauna tent. Okay. And it's a good one. I put links in the description. I have that one, and I put links in the description. It's a wonderful tent for an individual size, and it's very lightweight and you can take it places. These sauna tents are meant to be mobile. But I host classes here in the wintertime where I host classes here in the wintertime for the Wim Hof method, breath work and sauna and ice bath. And we like to sauna every day. And so I had to get a bigger one. And so I highly recommend the Morzh. I think I put links in the description now. Morzh. It's a Russian made sauna tent, and these things are amazing. They are amazing. Bigger, bulkier than the Overland one, but and they're both about the same price for the tent and the stove. The wood, it's a stainless steel wood burning stove. They're about $1,200, give or take. Can't recommend it highly enough, guys. It changes the whole game of winter. To start that little fire in about 20 minutes, it's up to 200 degrees, 220 Fahrenheit. All right. You can boil water. It's hot. And you got rocks there. So you get in there when it's all cold outside, you unzip it and you get inside and you just pour water on those hot rocks and oh man, put some eucalyptus oil in a little pot of boiling water there. And it's amazing. It totally changes the game of winter completely. You will not dread winter anymore. You will love it. You'll be sad when winter's over because sauna and ice bath season are over. Yeah. So highly recommend that. Okay. Nima says, has anyone tried drinking liquid chlorophyll? Last time I got sick, I swear it helped shorten my cold to 3 days long. Now, I don't know exactly what kind you're talking about, but if you are into chlorophyll, there's hardly a better natural source than wheatgrass. Juice the wheatgrass. I'll be making videos on the other channel about it, but on the gardening channel, you should definitely be growing you some trays of wheatgrass this winter and juice it. It's an amazing blast of liquid sunshine. Yes. Yes, Freebird says, definitely getting a small sauna tent this year. We'll be saving up for the large one next year. Now, are you talking about you'll be getting the steam one this year, which is only like $200 or $300, or you'll be getting the wood-fired one, which, like I said, is about $1,100 or $1,200. If you want the exact recommendation, email me, and I will email you the link to the exact one that I'm now recommending. Yeah. So, because guys, you get in that sauna and just sweating out like that. Whoa, man. Last year, I didn't even get the slightest sniffle all winter long. Not even the slightest little sniffle. And everybody around is getting all sick and everything. No problem. But again, not saying that is like the defining line. Really healthy people still get sick. It's just different, Yes, Ms. T, the herbs are our friends. Oh, man. Ooh, yeah, Lisa Brown. If you're talking about, says, I used a portable sauna tent from Amazon. Bought it for $60. Now, are you talking about, now they do make little like ones for $100 or less, where you go in and you just zip yourself up. It's like a little tiny thing where you just sit in it and you zip yourself up. And I've used those, and I've had a couple of those actually, and they're really good for if they're really small, they're really affordable. They'll get a good sweat going on, no doubt. Not the same as the wood-fired sauna, though. Not even close. The wood-fired sauna heats you to the bones. Right? Yes, the double thumbs up. We got it. Look at that. Double thumbs up is the fireworks. Now we know. Now we know. So, let's see here, guys. Nima says, familiar with wheatgrass. Never tried it, though. Definitely give it a try. You will really appreciate it. And the wheatgrass can grow. It's one of the few plants that you can grow just in a windowsill. I mean, it grows perfectly good. It doesn't need a lot of sunlight. So you can grow it in an east-facing, west-facing window. So long as it gets a little bit of direct sun, it's fine. Even if it doesn't get any direct sun, if you put it on a north-facing window or something, right up against the window, it'll be fine. So it grows really easily. So white winter wheat berries are the ideal one. The hard red winter wheat, I found, doesn't produce as juicy of a stalk of grass. It's essentially grass. I mean, it smells just like fresh cut grass. So it's amazing. Yes. So let's. Oh yeah, B Hendrix says, nice dry cherry wood. Campfire creates a calm and conversation encouraging vibe. Yes, cherry is a wonderful wood. Burns super hot as well. We don't have a lot of that around here, though. A lot of people around here save that for smoking stuff, but I like the hickory and the oak for smoking, definitely. So yes, if you guys want an easy way to help out the tribe, make sure you're doing all your shopping on Amazon through the link in the description. It doesn't even matter what you buy, just enter Amazon through that link and then do your shopping in that browser window, and we get the credit for it. And we appreciate everyone that's doing that, and I can tell. Guys, I want to mention another thing, okay? I know I've said this before. This is just a replacement filter, but this is actually been a really good filter, Aqua Youth. And this removes the chlorine and some other things, but primarily we're concerned with the chlorine, and it has a really drying effect on the skin. So I can tell this goes on the shower. It just screws right into the shower. It's a filter, and it neutralizes the chlorine and some other things. And I can tell that it works because, and I can tell when I can tell when it needs to be replaced, because my skin will start becoming dry again. The chlorine can really dry out the skin. And so when I put the filter in, the water just feels wetter and softer. And so you take a shower and the skin doesn't dry out. And so once it's about time to change it, about 6 months, 4 to 6 months, you'll notice the skin will start getting dry again. And you'll be like, oh man. So you got to change it. And then immediately you stop getting dry skin again. So, and remember that the skin is, anything you put on the skin gets absorbed into the skin. I hate to tell you that. All those toxic deodorants, the toxic cologne, toxic sunscreen, toxic chapstick, toxic makeup, toxic everything, the clothes detergent, all that stuff gets absorbed into the body. It all gets absorbed. I know. Yes. Look at here, Sam. All you folks are a special crowd to be around. That is true. This is very true. Freebird says, Nate, do you have any suggestions for water filters? Yes, I've tried so many different kinds of water filters, and all the way from well, I've just tried so many different kinds over the years. The Berkeys, the gravity fed systems. Also, we just made one for Jenny out of 2 5-gallon buckets, food grade 5-gallon buckets, and the Berkey filters, the ceramic filters. And I made it in such a way that was really good for, let's see here. Let me show you real quick. This, because my mom hasn't actually seen one of these built yet. See, I built this for Jenny.
Got the 2 filters in there.
Yes.
And then it comes down like that.
See, you put it into there,
Go into
and it
there.
comes down.
They're going to get a lot of use out of it.
See, Jenny and her boyfriend were here. So, yeah, guys, that's that's the cheapest way to have super effective water filter. Okay. Now, but that's the cheapest way. Now, I was giving that to them so they could take it back to North Carolina and get clean drinking water for people, because you can drink pond water with that, with the Berkey filter. All right. Now, does the Berkey remove fluoride? It does not. The Berkey does not remove fluoride. And in fact, it removes pathogens, though, which is very important. So it can make water very clean to drink. I gave one to my uncle as well, one of those homemade ones, and he's got really sulfuric, iron-heavy well water. And he's in farmland, flat Indiana farmland. So for sure, the water table is absolutely poisoned with all the chemicals they put into it, because the water table is very shallow. Close to the surface, and he filters that gnarly well water, and you can drink it. You don't smell any chlorine or iron, none of that, or sulfur. It's pleasant to drink from that. So, and it lasts quite a long time. So a Berkey water filter is good, but by far the best is reverse osmosis. Reverse osmosis gets everything, including the fluoride, out of the water, everything. So I have in the Amazon storefront the reverse osmosis that I have. And it is on demand. Hook it right up to your sink. It's amazing. It encourages so much more water drinking. I mean, I drink probably at least two, as soon as I wake up, I drink a full one of these the moment I wake up. And then I'll drink 2 more throughout the day, give or take. In the wintertime, I'll drink 3 or 4 because I'm doing the sauna. But it's amazing having that crystal clear filtered water on demand. Very important. Yeah. So the one that I recommend is in the Amazon storefront. You can get the cheaper one because the main difference is the speed at which it comes out. So I got the best one that they have, the water drop reverse osmosis. You got to change the filters like every 6 to 8 months, give or take, but it's well worth it. You can't put a price on that because there's tons of all kinds of stuff in the tap water, but in this, everything is removed, which is great. Okay, Spencer Mountain, we'll see you next time, my friend. RJ says, completely agree regarding lotions and deodorants. I have recently been starting to make my own herbal salve with beef tallow and calendula flowers. I've just heard about that. I would like to know how that goes and what you use that for, and how do you just soak the calendula in the beef tallow? I would like to know if you have a recipe, and also what are you using it for? Now, one thing that I really have found that I like a lot is the homemade toothpaste. So you take equal parts, start with 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Okay. So 2 tablespoons coconut oil and about 2 tablespoons, a little bit less maybe, of baking soda. Okay. So equal parts coconut oil and baking soda. Mix that together, 2 tablespoons, and then put in about a half of a teaspoon of food grade hydrogen peroxide. Okay. Just a little bit, half a teaspoon to that of hydrogen peroxide. And then take about 10 to 15, take about 10 drops of clove oil or rosemary, but I've found that clove oil produces the best effect. So about 10 drops of clove oil, and I recently started putting 5 drops of cardamom oil, and mix that all together and brush your teeth with that. It works amazing. See? It works amazing, and it just keeps everything feeling good. So I like it a lot. Yeah. So I highly recommend that. Yeah. And then you don't get all that. Look on the back of the toothpaste. Every single thing that you're using has got chemicals from top to bottom. Even the stuff that is, the Toms and even the natural toothpaste and stuff, they still got tons of gnarly chemicals in them. It's all marketing. You got to just make your own. You got to grow your own. You got to make your own. You got to get base ingredients and make your own stuff, basically. Yeah. So, okay, my friends. So it's, oh yes, Lisa Brown says, no, this is a full head in for $60. Your head doesn't poke out. It's great for those who can't afford the wood-fired one yet. Yes, definitely. Now, like I said, mine's square and a little bit taller, but highly recommend it. Whatever you got to do, just get it. I'll put a couple of them in the Amazon storefront that I would recommend because I've tried several different kinds. So, okay, guys, it's been real. I appreciate you being here. We ended up having a great talk today, and we ended up touching on many different topics. So I'm really glad that we did that. Yeah, sometimes I like to just not even have a topic. We just shoot from the hip and start our week the right way. So thank you guys for starting your week the right way with us on the positive mindset. If you've got future topic ideas, please put them in the actual comments. Write it out in as much detail as you can. If you've got a question, if you've got a topic idea that you would think, put it in question format so that we can dissect it. That would be best. And there are some people that have given me topics. That topic's not ripe yet. We'll put it that way. Okay. So it'll come at the right time. So put that into the comments, okay? So we appreciate you guys being here, and it's all about showing up. It's all about consistency. So I gave you guys some amazing tools, that of course were given to me by the universe. Once I made the commitment to get as healthy as possible, then things start coming to you. That's how it happens. But you have to have the courage and the understanding to follow them. Okay, so this is one of them. I've done a lot of training for a lot of time, and I know high quality when I see it. All right, so that's what it is. All right, thank you guys. Double thumbs up, fireworks. All right. Oh man, we're gonna be doing it all the time now. All right. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Infinite Spirit goes before me and opens the way. Infinite wisdom tells me what to do and what to say. Okay, guys.